This is a song I wrote for a friend that passed away. He was a big Yarn fan up in Syracuse, New York. Michael Hawk was his name. And I found out from a friend of his, I had seen him right before the pandemic. He came to a show, and he was skin and bones and wearing a mask. It was before people were wearing masks, too. So I was kind of making fun of him on stage, saying, patient zero. You know, we knew about COVID, but nobody knew it was coming so hard. And then, so I kept up with him over the pandemic, and he had pancreatic cancer, but I kept up with him emailing, and he said he had beaten it, and he was in remission. But then, come to find out, it came back, and a friend of his reached out to me and said, you might want to give Mike a call because he doesn't have long. And I called his sister, and I said, well, I got nothing to do. I'm not, we're not touring. The world's shut down. I said, I'll drive up and play some music for Mike. And I did that. All his friends came over, and he died a day and a half later. And I wrote this song. I thought, I'm not going to write a sad song. The lyrics might be a little dark, but I'm going to write something he can dance to wherever he is.
I aged 50 years in a few short months. I ain't nothing but skin and bone, and my phone is ringing out the hood. Wishes, peace, and love. Now I'm 45 and I'm going on dead. It's a sad, familiar tune, and there ain't no way to sugarcoat that. No, it's a sorry and bitter truth. I'm going down to the dance hall tonight. I'm gonna groove like it's 1979. I'm gonna ride that white line. I'm gonna drink till drinking leaves me blind. What else would this dead man do? I grabbed my favorite shirt made of gabardine with hand stitching pearl snaps, and I tucked it into my old Wrangler jeans and grabbed some Beal boots to match. Now I'm 21 and I'm going on dead. So tonight could be full, but I accept my fate and I do it my way down at the honky tonk. I'm going down to the dance hall tonight. I'm gonna groove like it's 1979. I'm gonna ride that white line. I'm gonna drink till the drinking leaves me blind. What else would this dead man do? Come on, Andrew. I'm going down to the dance hall tonight. I'm gonna groove like it's 1979. I'm gonna ride that white line. I'm gonna drink till the drinking leaves me blind. What else would this dead man do? I said, what else would this dead man do? Oh, yeah.
Yarn on WNCW, going down to the dance hall. It's another new tune from the latest album, Born, Blessed, Grateful, and Alive. We'll be featuring it today for New Tunes at 2, and that was one of the standout tracks to me on first listen, getting to know the album. And I would have had no idea that it was a remembrance in memoriam of a dear friend who'd parted.
Yes, and it's funny. I was just thinking, a part of the story I didn't tell is after we all played, or after I played, and everybody kind of gathered around just hanging out, he went downstairs and brought up all his old Western shirts. And that was what that second verse was about. He gave me his favorite gabardine Western shirt with pearl snaps.
Yeah,
So
yeah. All right, so yeah.
So I've got that at home in a drawer that I've worn it once. I wore it the first time we went back. Yarn went back and played Syracuse. I wore it
Okay.
for that show, and a lot of his family was there. And
Yeah. Cool.
it's special. It was quite an experience.
I think it's a good idea to wear it once in a while, but special occasions. It's
Absolutely.
like it's like an instrument. You get a really, really nice instrument. If you just let it lay like,
can't.
some antique or historical piece, it'll fall apart.
You got to use it.
Yeah, got to use it. But man, what a great idea to write a song in tribute to someone and make it a happy, upbeat song. You know,
That's the idea.
even
yeah.
if the lyrics are also kind of like, somber.
I've got plenty of sad songs.
Uh-huh.
For every upbeat song, I got about 20 sad ones.
Yeah. Well, the upbeat songs tend to get more attention.
That's right.
Get,
So you
get
gotta
more
do it.
folks dancing. But don't neglect the sad ones either.
Don't worry, Martin. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. Born Blessed, Grateful and Alive. You kind of had that essence of gratitude in a post I saw. Was it just a couple days ago? You played Charlottesville. You have a big amphitheater
Yes.
there, and you're there. And you said the first time you were there, or a few guys were there.
It was me and a bunch of friends.
Okay.
And we drove from Norfolk to
Yeah.
Charlottesville to see Leftover Salmon.
Right.
In
right.
1997, which makes me a little old. But and since then, yeah, we played with all those guys. We've gotten to know those guys, and that was the first time we played at that venue at the Ting Pavilion in downtown Mall, Charlottesville.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, I mean, it's things like that that just kind of wake you up a little bit if you're feeling neglected in life and whatever you feel. Sorry for yourself. Don't do it for too long. Think about where you've been and how far you've come.
Yeah. That was the essence of what I
Even
got
if
from
it took forever.
Well, a good long while, 1997 to now, almost 30 years.
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. That's all right,
Well-
because I always listen to Springsteen's "Glory Days," that song, and I'm like, I do not want to be that guy. I want my glory days to always be ahead of me. So that's how I'm living my life. I'm 48, and the best is yet to come.
Yes. Well, cheers to that.
Thank you.
You mentioned in that post that, we haven't achieved all of our successes of where we want to be yet, but we got a lot to be grateful for.
Yes.
But that does make me wonder, what are you guys hoping to succeed in the next few years of Yarn?
We just want the music to hit the world's ears, and we want to be able to come to a town with a warm reception like we did last night. And we're not asking for too much, although that is a lot to ask in this business. But yeah, we don't need much. We don't need much, but we're pretty happy right now. But there's always room to grow. I don't think we've touched the surface really of what music can do. So spread the word, folks.
That's a great thing to feel, is that you haven't scratched the surface yet of what music can do.
Yeah.
We can get behind that.
All right.
Yeah. World tour, is that something?
Well, that would be amazing.
Have you done you've done Europe?